At the small forward position, 6'7", number 9, Bane.
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA. On 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Tracy McGrady is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Flash. Then there's Bailey. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. And for the Raptors, they've got Antetokounmpo. Monroe is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Perry. And it's Shays in a power forward position. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
Now here's Giannis. It's deflected. Inside. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Bailey. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Barry. There's the triple. And Ware pulls it down. Bane against McGrady. And he jams it with authority.
McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Here's Shays. And it's blocked. Wide with it. Now Monroe defending. To the paint. And finished off by Bailey.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Payton for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
That was their 4th straight miss to start this game. Not ideal.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher. It will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
The kick out to Bane. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. With the drive. Here's Barry. Barry's the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
Yeah, Rick Barry puts pressure on an opponent any way he can, and one of the easiest ways to do that is on the break. He was ready for that one.
Now, here's Cunningham. Rebound by Monroe.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Antetokounmpo has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. McGrady against Monroe. Cunningham outside. And Cunningham with the slam.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Now here's Monroe. Still yet to score. Giannas' screen on McGrady. 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Turner's checked in for Toronto. Some changes for Charlotte. And he sinks the second. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Jonas, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of this.
And a season ago at the charity strike, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Both shots good from the strike.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
To the inside. Pulls it up. And Ball sends it back. Here's Pettit, guarded by Bane. Second shot opportunity. Got it to go. That one good from Pettit.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but it doesn't matter. There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Here's Houston. Right wing. On baseline, Jay. It's hauled in by Barry.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Monroe. Hasn't made one yet. And a wide open look for Bane. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, this is why you got to stay up on Bane or pay the price.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Jonas. Lets it go with the 3. That shot off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Turner with the steal. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. Bane passes to Barry. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by Bane. To the wing right side. And again, the Hornets missing. Toronto trailing. Here's Monroe. And one. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Jonas. Pass to Bull. Here's Jonas. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. Some changes for Toronto. Jamison is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Walter in for Barry. The Hornets also changing it up. Walsh is checked in. And it's Pierce in for McDaniels. A drive by Monroe, and it's all evened up.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Pierce kicks to Corbin. Off target with his three. It's all tied in Toronto. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Jamison is out there with Terry. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's Monroe. And it's Walter in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Cunningham against Monroe. Pass to Jamison. Here's Walter. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Cunningham with it. Now Monroe defending. Cunningham against Monroe. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Hornets.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Shot by Terry, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Ware. Rebound by Monroe. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. From the high post. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Pierce. That shot misses. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Monroe left side. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Hornets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And what you love about Cooper Flagg, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
And he comes up with the deuce. Walter's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So an almost entirely new grouping now for Charlotte. The Hornets shooting a low 30% right now on every offensive performance. There's the pick. It's Cunningham with the drive.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an opening.
Pass to Walter. A three-pointer is right on target. Walter's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you, Kevin.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Monroe. After the basket by Charlotte. 6 on the shot clock. Over Cunningham. Monroe, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Walter. He has 5. Bane gets to Jamison. Here's Walter. McGrady covering. Puts up a deep 3. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Count the basket. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Here's Jamison. And rejection by McDaniel. Here's Shays. And here's Cunningham. He's got 8. Pass to McGrady. 1:09 left to play in the first half. Hit it. No good with the triple. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. In the corner, it's Bane. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Jamison, no luck. Charlotte leading by 3. Pass to McGrady. That 3 off the mark. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Shays. Bane looking around. Jamison against McDaniel. Here's Berry. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Bailey. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Charlotte up 3. We'll be back shortly. Live from Toronto.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets, not a lot of movement for them since the last rankings. But we all know they'll be a factor unless something really goes wrong for them.
There is a lot of talent on that roster, but also untapped potential, it seems. And in our game with the Raptors, a close, entertaining first half.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Hornets leading by 3. Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. Jonas is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Pettit in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
McGrady against Bane. Over McGrady. Bane, no good. Bane's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Throws it up high. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name the Freak.
And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Giannis passes to Shea. And the basket is good. Shays has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And if you get a look like that, you better take advantage of it.
Pass to Bennett, and the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Khalil Ware's checked in for the Hornets. Flag comes in from McDaniels. Here's McGrady, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 7 points.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
McGrady, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
There's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Outside, Bane. Monroe up top to the left wing. Here's Shays. It's blocked. Bailey with the ball. Now Monroe defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s, we were still flying commercial to that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now if we can do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Here's Jonas. Shot clock at 3. Fast break Toronto. Here's Bane, and he uses the glass on the layup. 5 points in the game.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
Now, here is McGrady. He's got 15. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. McGrady's got 17 now.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
And it's good for 2.
And where is the leadership? Because in the second half, they just haven't brought the same energy defensively.
Pass to Barry. Here's Shakes. Down low. Giannis up strong with force.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Raptors making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. Matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Jamie. Giannas talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Guys?
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Cole, a screen on Bane.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
First team down.
Raptors trail by 4. Monroe down low. Cunningham's there. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down.
Oh, I love the move by Cunningham, coming up with a steal and then sending it up the court.
You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skill.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
Now, here's Bull. Nothing on the board. Cunningham passes to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Driving in. Machetes his way. Giannis. Here's Monroe. Hornets with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass once again, guys. And they put a lot of effort and focus on the back end.
Raptors trail by 8. On the lane, Bane. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
And Flagg throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Monroe. To the middle. And the flush by Antetokounmpo!
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Here's Houston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
You don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Both good from the line that time. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. For Toronto, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. The first free throw is good.
At the line for Toronto. Taking 2 shots.
And so Monroe nails both of them. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Pierce. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here's Monroe. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
And so is Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Desmond Bane. Walter out there at quarter. And there's Miles Turner, and it's Shays in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
And that's why coaches hate live ball turnovers. Quite often, they lead to great opportunities the other way.
Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Turner. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Pettit's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Jonas. Offline with his 3. To the left side wing. Outside Porter. Back to Bane. On the wing, Turner. 4 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. On the clock. Here's Bane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Hornets leading by 10. Left side Pierce. Pass to Jonas. Here's Houston. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Jonas. Misses the 3.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And they have found plenty of opportunity to put it on the deck and take it to the hoop. Very aggressive in that area.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Miles Turner. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim is the one that you prefer watching.
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Wow. Fast break, here we go. It's tipped. Fast break, here they come. Here's Shays. And foul on the shot, so he'll... get a chance at the line. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Bailey with the ball, guarded by Bane. 6 to shoot. Inside, and Flag throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. To the paint. A kick out to Bane. And to Kumbo. Giannis just too much inside.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
Gary's checked in for Toronto. Monroe comes in for Terry Porter.
Second personal foul.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it. And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Shays, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, oh, man!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Bailey misses.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Onto Tecumbo up top. Bane onto Tecumbo outside. The three doesn't go. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Cade Cunningham's checked in for the Hornets. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Raptors. They trail by 11. From 17 feet away.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Here's Bane. And down goes the three.
If there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
Now, here's Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And down it goes.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Here's Bane for 3. The shot is off. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 12. Throws it down. What an assist!
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Charlotte making a switch. Pierce is checked in. Hornets leading by 10. Outside Cunningham. Now Bailey puts up a 3. A three-pointer. Good.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hornets.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And Toronto has possession after the basket by Charlotte. Monroe against Cunningham. Now onto Tecumbo. And it doesn't go. It's Pierce on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Cunningham. A huge two-handed slam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Bane with it. Now Pierce defending. Here's Shays. Bane fires. It's deflected. Bane with the steal. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the